Well, he was born in Canada and died in obscurity, but the life of Jacob Smith, the man who acquired the land that's now Flint, was fascinating. We're joined by Kim Crawford, former Flint Journal reporter and author of the new book, The Daring Trader. Kim, welcome.
Thanks, Joel.
Before we talk about the book, let's talk about being a reporter. How long were you a reporter at the Journal?
I was a reporter for about 28 years.
And largely feature stories,
Mostly
right?
features. I certainly worked in the newsroom, courts, crime, but for most of my career, I was a feature writer.
I wonder, I'm sure I certainly saw you on the beat there, you know,
Saw you
elbowing
many
in.
times, yeah.
Yeah. Was there a feature story that we covered together that you remember where I was there and you were there, you know, along those many years ago?
Fires. We were at fire scenes, tornado scenes, house explosion scenes. I know we were many.
I remember you well, and I remember your byline, so I know you can write. But now you've written this new book, which is great for history lovers, called The Daring Trader, about Jacob Smith, the guy that started Flint. Now, tell me about him.
Well, Jacob Smith is absolutely a fur trader, and he gets credit sort of for being our first white settler in Flint. But what I hope this book does is show Jake Smith is working for the U.S. government. He's literally a confidential agent working for the territorial governors of Michigan to influence the Saginaw Chippewa people and their leaders.
And I didn't get to read it all, but I did go through some of it, and it sounds like this guy was a bit of a scoundrel.
The fur traders were. All the fur traders were some pretty slippery characters, and Jake was one of them.
Do you remember the story of how Flint was started? I mean, what happened back then?
Well, it's sort of a period where Michigan goes from being sort of controlled by British interests, British fur traders, to American fur traders. So this is exactly 200 years ago when this process is taking place. And so Smith is in this sort of vanguard of American fur traders coming up out of Detroit to trade in the Saginaw Valley. Unfortunately, what the local folks don't know is he's also working for the United States government.
This takes me back, you know, I remember at Auto World, that's now defunct, not there anymore. Remember when you came in, there was a little house that they said that was Jacob Smith's house, and you know you went into it and it was like a little, you know, cabin.
There was no question. He actually had a cabin in a trading post in that neighborhood. I think there's a state historical marker at First and Lion to mark where Jake was.
The Daring Trader by Kim Crawford.
Thanks.
Good luck with it. Now you're going to be signing books or talking to people.
And we'll be talking at Sloan Museum on Thursday.
Sloan Museum, give them a call if you want to meet Kim, have him sign the book, find out about a little history. It's good stuff.